What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Stock Bros podcast. Today, we're going to talk about Safemoon. So, Safemoon holders, you were promised the moon, but instead you landed on the Republic of Gambia. So, let's talk about Operation Phoenix. But first, please remember to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Check out my links in the video description below if you wanted to get started with investing. I have a course on Udemy. I put a discount coupon code in the video link description or audio link description if you're listening. And also check out my links for Public and Acorns as well. Two easy apps to get you started with investing. So let's quickly touch on what Safemoon is. So they developed a cult-like following on social media, and Safemooners are everywhere now. And Safemoon is one of the newest and fastest growing cryptocurrencies, even in a market that's recently seen Bitcoin and Ethereum reach record highs. And it was launched in March of 2021, so just a couple months ago. And it already has racked up over 1 million users, which is really impressive in only a very short span. It's only been about 2-3 months. So Safemoon's unique feature is that it charges a 10% fee to anyone who sells their tokens, and 5% of that fee is then redistributed to all the other Safemoon owners. So essentially, they're just rewarding those who hang on to their tokens and disincentivizing people who sell their tokens. Now, let's get into the news story, Operation Phoenix. So, in my opinion, I read this article and the entire time I laughed and I thought it was absolutely ridiculous. And I thought it was actually a joke at first. And to me, it's 100% a PR move to garner attention and create hype for the coin because it hasn't really done much as of late. And I read this article, and like I said, originally I thought it was a joke. I read it twice, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to look into some of this and see if any of this makes sense at all. Maybe I'm missing something. So let's break down what this article is, Operation Phoenix. So the CEO of Safemoon announced that they're going to be working with Gambia to make Safemoon a legal currency alongside the Dalasi. I'm not exactly sure how they pronounce it. Now, the Dalasi is the official national currency used by only Gambia. Now, $1 is equal to about 51 Gambian dollars. So, as you can tell, their currency is not very valuable. And Gambia, you're probably wondering, what is Gambia? Where is Gambia? Well, the Republic of Gambia is Africa's smallest island, It's Africa's smallest non-island country. So there are other countries smaller that are islands, but in the continent of Africa, they are the smallest country. Now, according to the United Nations, the Republic of Gambia is classified as one of the least developed countries in the world, with over 50% of the country below the poverty line. USA Today has Gambia marked as the 10th poorest nation in the world, poorer than countries like Ethiopia, Afghanistan, Haiti, Zimbabwe. Less than half of Gambia's population has access to electricity, and over a third of the country's urban population lives in the slums. So let me say that again. Over a third of the country lives in the slums, and less than half of the country has access to electricity. So, this means that Gambia is actually poorer than the country of Zimbabwe. Now, I don't know if you know much about Zimbabwe. Probably about 20, 30 years ago, the Zimbabwe dollar became so useless that people used to walk around with wheelbarrows of Zimbabwe dollars to go to the grocery store to buy a gallon of milk. It was something like 1 trillion. They had to create $1 trillion bills because their currency became so useless. They literally had $1 trillion Zimbabwe bills. So that's what we're talking about here. Gambia is actually poorer now than the country of Zimbabwe. So now if you're a poor country with half the country not even having access to electricity, it's safe to assume that more than half the country doesn't even have access to the internet, let alone a smartphone. So if you're going to be using Safemoon as a currency, how would you do that if you have no access to electricity, no smartphones, no internet? So to me, this is just nothing more than a publicity stunt. It's completely meaningless. It adds no intrinsic value whatsoever to Safemoon. It does nothing for Safemoon other than get its name out there in the media and garner some attention. And the CEO of Safemoon, John Carney, I don't know, I'm sorry if I pronounced his name wrong, but John Carney, he's ambitious, and his ambition is to have Safemoon go mainstream and be adopted throughout all of Gambia, and the target is to gain more than 2 million users within Gambia. Now, I looked up the population of Gambia, and it's hard to find the exact number, but I'm seeing from 1.8 million to 2.6 million, all different sources in between. So it's safe to assume that 2 million users would be about the entire population of Gambia. So how are you going to have 2 million users in a country that less than half the country has access to electricity, and the other half, safe to assume, that does have electricity, the other half probably doesn't even have internet access. A very small portion of the people that do have electricity probably don't even have internet access or even know what the internet is. And then of those people, how many of them actually have smartphones? So to me, it's all just words. It's meaningless. This is just to garner attention. It's a headline to spread this article all over Reddit and Wall Street Bets to get people excited about buying Safemoon. It's to hype up this coin. It has no basis of reality. It's just so over the top ridiculous. And even if you buy Safemoon, even if you could buy Safemoon in Gambia, what are you going to do with Safemoon? Are you going to go to your local farmer and buy fruit with Safemoon? It just makes no sense. How are you going to do that? You'd have to have multiple farmers set up to accept payment with Safemoon. And the other thing about Safemoon is because it's a cryptocurrency, it's constantly changing. So one day it could be 2 cents. The next day it could be 5 cents. The next day it could be 10 cents. The next day it could be a half a cent. So the value is just constantly changing. It's not going to make for a stable currency. And I suspect that Safemoon reached out to many countries, and Gambia was the only one that agreed to listen to Safemoon's offer or their pitch. And if they were doing this in a first world country that had a high world standing, I would take this far more serious. But to me, this is nothing more than an attention grab and to try to spread the rumor of Safemoon being valuable and a functional currency. And this move adds zero functionality whatsoever to Safemoon. And in fact, it actually makes me think even less of Safemoon. And I actually find it even less credible now than I originally thought when I first heard about Safemoon. So let me know what you think about this article. I'll attach the article in the description for the video and the podcast. Please read it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree or if you disagree. And it's fine if you disagree. You can comment below in the comment section. And just let me know why you disagree, and we'll try to have a civil discussion about it. No need to name call or call each other morons and whatnot. But to me, it just makes no sense. I read that they're doing some charity work down there and they're trying to create jobs. But to me, this is just all for hype and to grab a headline. So, like I said, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the support. And until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.